Bismillah, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Honorable members from the County Assembly, senior officers both from the national government and the county government of Wajir, representative from community consultancies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum once again. I believe it's still morning. Today we are gathered here to celebrate World Giraffe Day, an exciting annual event initiated by Giraffe Conservation Foundation to celebrate the tallest animal on every 21st of June every year. The annual event is marked to create awareness, solicit support, and shed light on the challenges giraffes face in the wilderness. In this regard, we have to proudly discuss the Somali giraffe, which is one of the 9 giraffe subspecies in this country, or in the world, I think, with a historic habitation range from southern Somalia, southern Ethiopia, into northern Kenya. Indeed, the coat of arms for Wajir County features giraffe, a camel, and a symbol of protection, and a spear, signifying how we treasure the giraffes and other animals in the county. It is, however, painful to know that the Somali giraffe has experienced 80% population decline and is currently listed as endangered by the International Union Conservation of Nature. And as such, we must support the department and the Kenya Wildlife Service in the conservation of our wildlife, which is an integral component of our heritage. Ladies and gentlemen, in the financial year 2018, the sector for wildlife and tourism was allocated by the county government Kenya shillings 10 million, 5 of which was used for the wildlife subset, was used towards supporting Saboli community conservancy, Banani Ward, in erecting infrastructure to support conservation. For the forthcoming year, which is starting a few weeks from today, which is 2021-2022, the sector intends to establish another community wildlife conservancy in Wajir North, that is Harade. How the pronunciation is called? Harade Wildlife Conservancy. Construct several wildlife watering points in selected areas in the county, of course including the one of Sabuli, and the supporting Wajir Giraffe Center in establishing infrastructure to facilitate the operations. We work in collaboration with the national government in protecting our wildlife for the future generation. And in this regard, the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, Kenya Wildlife Service, and the newly created Wildlife Research and Training Institute have launched, and this has been said earlier, have launched the first ever national wildlife census covering both the land and aquatic wildlife on the 7th of May this year. And the team are still with us. I think they are ending the census on tomorrow, 22nd, I guess. Yeah. Wajir is the base for the northern counties, and the team are now here with us, concluding the exercise in Wajir on Tuesday, 22nd June, and continue operating from Wajir as they extend the same exercise to Mandera and Wajir. They will be with us even after concluding that on the 22nd day in Wajir, because they will still be doing the same for Mandera and Garissa. So despite our efforts, we still face obstacles in the conservation of the endangered species. Among these challenges are habitat loss and fragmentation, and this is due to the rampant creation of new settlements across the county. And of course, what was mentioned earlier, logging and the charcoal burning. The other one is poaching. Increase in the consumption of bush meat has also led to the increase in the number of Somali giraffes that are targeted by poachers. The other one is the climate change, which is a global phenomenon, and the harsh climatic conditions and recurrent drought. The other one is the diseases that has also been mentioned. I therefore call upon the good people of Wajir to support our age-old traditional practices of protecting the wildlife and implore partners in this sector to rededicate their efforts in working very closely with the County Department of Environment, Energy and Natural Resources, led by Madam Rone, and Kenya Wildlife Services, so as to overcome the stated challenges and to participate in the branding of our county as the home of the Somali giraffe. Finally, I take this opportunity to thank the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife, Kenya Wildlife Services, the community conservancies, and the good people of Wajir in their efforts in conserving our wildlife. Thank you very much. I think I have been brief, and I will not add much, but just to echo what our brother Sharmarka has been saying, you know, animals, insects, and all these other lives that live among us or in this world have also their objectives. They were not just created hashwai. I think the Sheikh will be here with us. That is, even in the Quran, there is an ayah that, you know, the animals, the flies and the animals you see are just communities like you. This, the Sheikh can remind me the ayah. So, if these are communities like us, I think we also need to live with them and support them so that they live better than they are currently. So killing them also without any justification is also prohibited. I think there is also a hadith to that effect. I'm not a sheikh, but I can get all this information to the sheikh if need be. But I can guarantee you there is a hadith that prohibits a person to kill any animal without any justification. You can't just go, you know, hunt a giraffe unless, of course, you know, the bushmeat is also prohibited in the country by our own laws. But Islamically, we can't kill any animal, be it a lion or a hyena or a giraffe, without any justification. So we need to protect this wildlife. If we can't support them, just leave them live peacefully. We know the need for forest or wildlife wardens or guards, and it is good that the chairman of the board is with us here. So I want to assure you that very soon we'll you know, start the recruitment process for forest and the wildlife guards. The chairman is here. It's good that also we are just doing the budget and they will factor that in. So that is all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.